This is Complete Politics with Chukwuma Okoro.
You'll be lucky next time. Now, Anosike, talking about the PDP, and its survival, former president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Ayo Salami, has declared that ex-president Goodluck Jonathan is constitutionally ineligible to contest the 2027 presidential election. He argued that Jonathan has already served the maximum constitutional limit of 2 terms, or 8 years as president of Nigeria. Salami warned that if Jonathan proceeds with his ambition, and even if he wins the 2027 election, his victory could be nullified by the Court of Appeal and affirmed by the Supreme Court, as it will violate the constitutional tenure limit. He based his position on subsection 3 of the Section 137 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended by the 4th Alteration Act No. 16 of 2018. The retired justice criticized those urging Jonathan to run, likening them to land speculators who ignore legal warnings. He maintained that the constitutional amendment restricting any person who has served more than 1 term from seeking re-election applies to Jonathan's case. According to Salami, constitutional amendments, unlike criminal laws, can have retroactive effects. He explained that amendments to the Constitution take effect from the date the original enactment came into force, meaning the 2018 alteration applies as if it had been part of the 1999 Constitution from inception. He concluded that claims of retroactive legislation in Jonathan's case are baseless, noting that while retroactive laws are prohibited in criminal matters, constitutional provisions differ. Salami emphasized that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land and cannot be overridden by political sentiment or statutory interpretation. Dr. Anosike, I know that you are not a lawyer, but you understand a lot about politics of things.
I understand Salami too, yes, where he's coming from.
What's your reaction to the position
I understand
of
Salami.
Revered Justice Ayo Salami?
Who?
Revered
by who?
Justice of the Appeal Court.
Revered by who?
By position and by standard.
Revered by who?
By Nigerians.
Which we know that.
Dr. Anosike, do you know what it means to get to the stage of Justice of the Appeal Court? Retire?
My joy is I'm a student of learning.
Okay.
I'm a researcher.
Okay.
I always try to look at their background.
Okay.
And how do we know Salami? This is the man who handed over Osun State, Edo State, or Ondo State to APC, to AC and ACN. That is what I can remember him for. He was also ceremoniously retired. Go and check. Salami was also ceremoniously retired.
But he was not sacked.
When you are also ceremoniously retired,
no, there's a difference. There's a difference to it.
So for me, they can deceive those they can deceive, not Peter.
Okay, so you have a problem with the word that is revered.
No, or revered for what? Somebody who is unceremoniously, because we know they are antecedent.
No, I like for us to talk about this. What do you mean by unceremoniously retired? Didn't you go with his benefit?
When you are forced to proceed on retirement.
Okay. Or you live on your own.
When you are forced, the word is forced.
Was he forced?
Forced.
Okay.
He was forced to proceed on retirement.
What happened to Mahmoud Yakubu? Was he unceremoniously retired?
No, his tenure.
No, he was supposed to leave on the 9th of on the 9th of November. He was supposed to leave on the 9th of November, but he left like 6 weeks before then. So was he unceremoniously retired?
There's a rule in government, understand? If you are to vacate, that's what is known as, that you have to, you have that to go at least a month before your expiration.
If you are a civil servant?
Sure.
Yakubu was not a civil servant, he was a public servant, was he?
That is the same thing. So
it's not the same thing. Let's go on.
His tenure is to end November. Okay. He left October.
Okay.
Understand me? So for me, it's a transition. He should hand over that to somebody. Understand
me? Which he did.
Which he did. so that before a new appointment is made, because he shouldn't have handed over to.
Dr. Nosike, I want you to go back in history. Was that how Jega left?
The same way.
The same way.
The same
Are you
way.
very sure of this?
The same way.
I'm not sure. But let's go on, Dr. Nosike. Let's go on.
Jega did not hand over to Yakub.
Jega handed over to Festus Okoye, who was the most senior.
Understand me?
Yes.
Yes, no,
but he didn't leave a month ahead of his tenure.
The same, assuming that he left on the day of his that his tenure ended, he would have handed over to his successor.
Dr. Nosike, let's go back to Ayo Salami and what he said about Goodluck Jonathan. You know where you say you know where he's coming from.
I know. Have you heard him speak in the last 10 years? No, be sincere. Have you heard Salami?
I can't recall. I can't recall.
Okay.
Okay, so what is it in all of this? You think he's doing somebody's job?
He has been doing somebody's job, and that's why he was forced to retire. He has been doing somebody's job, and that's why. Have you heard about Ayo Salami in the last 10 years?
Dr. Nosike, we are hearing about him now.
Because of the abstention.
Okay.
Understand
so
me?
He's here to
because the abstention, he has to come out and speak in favor of his benefactor.
Okay.
Understand? So we know where all of them are coming from. That's why when you mentioned the Omotosho, I said go back and read the judgment he has given in the last at least 5 years. It has been favoring that a single person. The problem with Nigerians, they don't have time to study. They don't have time to research. Have you heard of Ayo Salami in the last 10 years? He has been in the Kunda.
Okay.
Now this issue, well, he has said his own, and it is subject to various interpretations. And I know that, but I have said that Jonathan is not going to run for any election.
That's your position.
I have said it. But Salami is not the only person that had read the Nigerian Constitution. Jonathan has eminent lawyers around him. So assuming he's coming out that to run, they should have gone through that the Constitution and advised him. Understand? They should have gone through or the Constitution and advise him. He cannot just stand up and say, I'm running, without seeking legal advice or legal interpretation. I know that the section that this man quoted it affected only Ayeditowa of Ondo State.
Okay.
It didn't affect Jonathan.
No, but he also said that there's a difference between a constitutional amendment and a criminal law, which, in his words, a criminal law
is subject to different interpretation. Yeah, he had interpreted his own to favor his paymaster.
Okay.
Understand me? So, and that's it. Jonathan cannot just wake up and running without seeking from juries. Whether he is qualified to run or not.
No, I like the fact that Jonathan will not just wake up and run without seeking opinion of juries and legal minds. Recall too that at some point, like a month ago, Bayo Ononuga said that, look,
is he a lawyer?
Hold on. He said that, look, Jonathan, coming out to run, that he should be careful because he will have his day in court. You recall that Bayo said that.
But is he a lawyer?
Bayo is not a lawyer.
Why is it only partisan people that are talking about this thing?
I was coming to that too. Does it look like the APC? Like that they are jittery?
They are jittery. APC is jittery.
Over Jonathan?
Over 2027.
Okay, over 2027. Not because of Jonathan.
Over
Jonathan is a factor.
Well, Jonathan has a more better name than anybody today in APC.
Okay.
I cannot think of anybody in APC that has more good name than Goodluck Jonathan.
What is the value of good name in politics, in Nigerian politics?
Good. good name is your antecedents. What people,
I understand what
people remember you for.
What is the
and
value?
that means vote.
That means vote.
Sure. That means vote.
What did that mean for P2B in 2023? With the good name that P2B has, what did it mean for him in 2023?
Somebody who has no single councillor, who has no single House of Assembly member, who has no House of Rep or Senator or Governor, and was given more than